Still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the Los Angeles Chargers.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Two teams each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in Week 4. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
It's gonna take it. No hesitation. Don't try my patience. Check. Here we go. Let's roll it.
And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Calling officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, Herbert. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Herbert's back.
They good game catching around the backfield a week ago. They're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
And defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. He's going to look downfield for Henry. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Time long.
They certainly have the right read on that one. The weak spot in a cover 2 defense, right down the middle, because it really stresses the safeties. And they're going to be a little bit frustrated they weren't able to connect on that one.
It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38-yard line.
2 yards.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 38, Brady. A quick pass here to Godwin. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
At the 40.
You think about Tom Brady and these Chargers. For a long time this offseason, the thought was that L.A. might be a leading contender to land his services, what with the new stadium opening and all. But in the end, the Chargers got their quarterback of the future in Justin Herbert, and Brady wound up in Florida. On 1st down, Brady. He'll set up the screen to McCoy. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A good pickup there on 1st as the screen pass gets him
36 yards.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Mike, 56, right there, 56. Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Check right, check right.
To throw again on second down. Brady gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 24-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
24-yard line.
Here's the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Jones, the ball carrier.
Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Brady. He sets up the screen to Jones. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Buccaneers 7, Chargers 0. Bradley Pinion to kick off.
Following a touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no return here for Reed. This will be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called, and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at it, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
If they open things up, let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. On 2nd down, Eckler. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
49-yard line.
I think the reason this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he stopped immediately there.
Wide receiver of the ball.
No gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Lavonte David. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At their 49-yard line.
They'll try the air now with Herbert. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 40. 11 yards there, first down.
First down, Chargers.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12. At the Buccaneers' 42-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Mike Williams, the intended target. That takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
They're giving him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Herbert. On the screen, this is Eckler. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
But it brings up 4th down.
So they'll pass on what would have been a 49-yard field goal attempt, and they're going for it on 4th down. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
For Buccaneers 7, Chargers nothing. Michael Badgley on for the field goal. A 49-yard attempt.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
Chargers 3.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. The sack by big number 98, Linval Joseph.
At the 10-yard line.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fake.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Working from the gun, it's Brady. He's got his big tight end, Gronkowski.
Brady's pass.
They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
A gain of 9.
The Brady-Gronk connection, certainly something to watch here with the Bucs in 2020. Of Tom Brady's 541 touchdown passes coming into 2020, Gronk's 78 were the most of any receiver.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go. 56 to Mike. 56 is the Mike. Come on, baby. Come on. Let's go.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Buccaneers
17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Whenever you talk about players that really broke out in the 2019 season, you better add Chris Godwin to that list. Over 1,300 yards receiving, 9 touchdowns. He was 2nd among receivers last season receiving yards per game at 95. This guy combines great body control, excellent strength, and terrific route-running ability to become a really big downfield threat.
Brady's throw there complete. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
4 more yards.
And there's a nice catch there by Rob Gronkowski. We all know the story. Came out of retirement, got himself traded to Tampa Bay from New England in order to reconnect with his favorite quarterback. And no one has caught more Tom Brady touchdowns than Gronk, and he expects to add to that total in Tampa Bay.
Throwing on first down is Brady. And that throw intercepted. It's Chris Harris, the Pro Bowl corner. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
They'll take over first down.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Ball carrier.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Going on the ground with Eckler, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
And it's third.
And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
And 8
The
yards.
Charger first there as Herbert finds Williams. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Man open down the middle of the field. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
Ball carrier.
With Melvin Gordon moving on to Denver, Austin Eckler is officially the Chargers' #1 option at the running back position. Gordon spent a lot of time holding out last year, and Eckler took full advantage with a breakout season. 92 receptions, 993 yards, and 8 touchdowns. He was in the top 10 in the league in receptions, receiving touchdowns, and all-purpose yards.
On first down, it's Herbert. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Austin Eckler.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Herbert has it knocked free. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And able to find Green. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 32-yard line. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. And that's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert steps away to his left. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
Watch the slants. Watch the...
All 50. 56. Mike, 56. No chance. Mike.
From the gun, it's Brady. And that one will fall incomplete.
Intended for
Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
2nd and 10.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Watch twins. Watch twins. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
To throw again. Brady. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 28 yards the game there on the catch and run. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
It's our field. Hey, it's our house. Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic. Focus, defense, focus. Slam, slam, slam. Check, 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 check.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Succop now for the Tampa Bay field goal. From the right hash, this from 48. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. We haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Check 56.
You better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now. You better Ozzie. Hey, 166.
The second half starts with a carry by Jones. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
1st and 10.
Those are the type of runs that we did not see from him in the first half, but a good start to the third quarter.
And I know what everyone's thinking that's watching this. They did a great job adjusting at the half. Oftentimes you don't make adjustments. You just dial into your game plan a little bit better, and maybe they're starting to make some headway.
Hey, 66.
Brady now on first down. A quick throw, but incomplete. Gronkowski unable to hang on, and that'll bring up second down.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Here's King. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
1-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only a 1-score game, so it's not exactly a crucial possession. But at the same time, they'd like to get things started and at least come away with 3 points.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from...
Herbert has it knocked free. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete.
Herbert's pass.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. On 1st and 10, Herbert. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Austin Eckler, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now Eckler fighting him off. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. It's Eckler again. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown.
The ball carrier.
Austin Eckler, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Brady now on 1st down. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Godwin.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
At the 45.
Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
After the run by Jones, here's first and 10.
No, 66.
Let's go.
72.
Here's Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 12 more yards there and another first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So from Charger territory now, here's a first and 10 at the 43. Brady gives this one off to Jones. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
He was brought
He's
down.
had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Hey,
6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4.
Here we go, D.
Now Brady. Then he finds Gronk. Then he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. Puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
The tackle
A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be second and goal now.
Brings up second and goal.
One back in the game, that's Jones, second and goal.
In your face. Mike 56. Mike 56. Come on. Come on, D. Sit. Walk.
They'll try again with Jones. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead.
The kick is
And he
good.
puts it through.
Makes the score Buccaneers 17. Chargers 10.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Taken in the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on first and 10. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
The ball carrier.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
The ball carrier.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a second and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Here's Herbert now on second down. Short pass caught by Henry. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 7. First down, Chargers.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
Complete.
16 yards is the pickup there, and a 1st down for L.A. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Herbert. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there at 2nd down.
This is old brain remembers. When I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Herbert able to get this one to Eckler out of the backfield. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
1st down, Chargers.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. There is Eckler. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
The ball carrier.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. This complete to Henry over the middle. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
To Hunter Henry.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
Touchdown,
Austin Eckler, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And Charles, the 2nd time today that he has hit pay dirt.
And once you score the first one, there is that natural tendency, and there's also that eagerness to get back there again. Oh, he smells it. This guy smelled the end zone, and twice he's gotten there.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
On 1st down, Brady. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Brady. He sets up the screen to Jones. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Bucks on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Stop it, switch. Hey, switch gears. SOS. Tight dog.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
Chris Harris.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line.
31-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity all tied in the 4th quarter. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36.
Ball carrier.
Give the tackle that time to Jordan Whitehead.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete.
Complete.
7 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 7.
I know many people like to
First
throw to the
down,
tight end,
Chargers.
maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Eckler, the ball carrier.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Once more, here's Eckler. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
Eckler, the ball
That one a
carrier.
first down pickup of 8.
Down by Carlton
Some good
Davis.
games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Los Angeles.
Herbert on first down now. That's into the hands of Eckler. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
10 yards.
And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
Levante David. A 4-yard pickup on the play.
Getting down to the good stuff.
And the
All
Chargers
tied
first
with
down.
2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And they'll try the jet sweep here. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
34-yard line.
Now Herbert off the bootleg. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a third and goal. Big play coming here. It's third and goal. With Eckler, and not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. That'll bring up fourth. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there.
4-yard attempt.
Bad Badgley's kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute.
17.
So he's able to come through in a hostile environment, and you'd have to imagine that's the game winner.
Yeah, how about that? And the way that this game's gone, you think they really wanted to get to overtime and take their chances there? They wanted to get this thing done. When you're the visitor, you don't want to play into overtime. You want to knock it down, get it done, and go home.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking two plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Brady. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Chargers, it'll be a 500 start. Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team. The NFL is on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the New England Patriots. This will make it into the end zone, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Newton to throw. This is White on the screen. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
A gain of 8 yards.
I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to it and forcing a 3rd down.
3rd play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
4th down.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. Tried the hard count, but to no avail.
Trying to do anything to get them to jump off sides and pick up a 1st down easily. Instead, it goes against them.
They'll go for it here on 4th down. A big call on the game's opening drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line.
The ball carrier.
William Golston in on the stop.
On the tackle.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
On 2nd and 9, Newton. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Here's Newton. And this is going to be incomplete. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
And look at this. They're keeping the punter on the sideline. They're going to go for it here on the opening drive. They are going to go for it. It's Newton. This is caught. It's Julian Edelman. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. To the air again, Newton. And his pass incomplete.
Ryan Izzo, the intended target.
That'll bring up second down.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. To throw again, Newton. And he's going to have the hook up to Izzo. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Complete to
Brandon,
Ryan
perfect
Izzo.
defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. No score after one on EA Sports.
No score.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. They snap it to Newton. The pass complete. It's Bird. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Newton. Throw caught here by Bird. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
At the 6-yard line.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
They'll run it here. This is James White. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal.
Some good strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Come on, fellas.
They need about the length of the football here on 1st and goal.
They'll try to run with Harris. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Touchdown, Damian Harris taking it in. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Nick Folk for the point after. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots.
Makes the score Patriots 7, Buccaneers 0.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken in at the 3.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. This will go for 5 up to the 33.
It's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Brady to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 36 yards on the play. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another 1st down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Let's go, buddy.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Brady now on 1st down. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Cameron Brate there to make the grab. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Ryan Succop for the point after. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. At 7. Scored 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded in the end zone. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it.
5-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Here's Harris. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Newton now to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up fourth down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. Taking it right down Broadway. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Touchdown, Buccaneers.
So they go on fourth down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
An extra point up and good by Succop. And that makes the score 14-7.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken in the end zone. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it.
25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
54, mark. Check, block 54.
Here's Newton. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. 20, 10, and it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. That's a tough spot as a quarterback, Charles. You want to get rid of it, but you see what can happen when you do try to get rid of it with pressure.
And how about the pressure coming without them having to blitz? That's when you know things are clicking for your defense. And the end result, they end up gaining 6 points.
It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Buccaneers 21, Patriots 7. Kickoff for Tampa Bay.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. Fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will it be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. A final shot before the break. Newton. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Taken in at the 3. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
On the return, the Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. They'll go again to Jones. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Open man has got one. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Yard line.
Down carry by Jones. Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. 48, come on. 48.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Brady. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
On first down, it's Jones. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a
So
loss of a
statistically,
yard. Brings up
both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
35 to Mike. I'm here all day.
From the gun, it's Brady. Flush to his right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's really a difficult task.
51's the money. 51's the money.
Go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this.
Throwing is Brady on third down. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Wait, set. Alabama. 380.
Watch your slant. Watch your slant. Watch your slant.
Hey, look, 48. Look, hey, you don't like the 48 right now.
Now Jones. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Second and goal.
Second and goal from inside the 5.
Get the ball.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. One back in the game. That's Jones. Second and goal. He's going to get it running right. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on third and goal. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here, stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
Third and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends.
Get that ball.
Mike 51. Mike 51.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
On the ground with a tight end. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. O.J. Howard taking it in. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Extra point try now for Succo. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Buccaneers 28, Patriots 7. Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it.
5-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. A first down throw for Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a third time. Whipped by Antoine Winfield Jr. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
Newton's pass.
Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. A quick throw by Brady complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before it's brought down. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now that you have a first set of downs, look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try to loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. Your chain, name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get, expecting up the back. In fact,
second and goal from the 1. Again, it's Jones. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Taking it in from a yard out as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. A 1-yard run on first down, another one on second. Tell you, it doesn't do much for the yards per carry average, but it gets them 6 points.
And I just wonder in contract negotiations, do you show the 6 points scored or do you show the yards per carry?
Showing the 6 points.
No doubt about it. And his team benefits. They don't care about yards per carry. They just care about points up on the board.
Extra point put through by Succo, and that'll increase their lead to 28.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. So that'll back them up 5. Play clock down to 0. And this is not the way to start a drive. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. From the gun, here's Newton. Looking for Harry. He airs it out deep. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Ross Cockrell.
And this is a situation where defensively, Brandon, you're going to be so excited. It's getting late. You've got the lead. No reason to not just pin your ears back and go. Bring the pressure. And here they hit him as he's releasing the football, and that's going to help lead to the interception.
Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at the 45. So after the INT, it's Brady. He sets up the screen to Jones. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner. Everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Throwing quickly, that's caught by Brown out wide. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line.
Brought down back at the 45-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd down, Brady. And that will be incomplete. And this is too far behind his man. He missed him. It's incomplete.
4th down.
Here's Bradley Pinion now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
2nd and 10, Newton again. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
Out. 4th down.
They're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
You got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here.
Desperation time. Newton, 4th down. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he will take this into enemy territory as he's out of bounds on the other side of midfield. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Patriot first down.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Again, Newton. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. The first down screen pass, good for 5. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Got a man open, that's Harry. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 20-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
First down.
Newton throwing again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. He's going to drop this down to Harris, middle of the field. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. To the air again, Newton. And now here is another interception. Blocked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
Pass intercepted. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Bucs are winners here as we say so long from Tampa.